slide rules. Do you remember slide rules? Or ox wagons? Or even overhead projectors? And do you remember the slides we used to put on them? There was no PowerPoint in those days. We used to handwrite them. And we put them on the overhead projector, and they would stick together. So now you've got two slides in one, which is a real mess. So now you pick it up and you peel them apart, but the ink on top of the underneath one sticks to the back of the bottom one. So it's still a mess. Of course, it was always a mess for me. But I made this serendipitous discovery one day when I had to do a big presentation for about 300 auditors. And I had this pile of 45 slides. And I had decided, so they didn't stick together, I would put them individually into plastic sleeves so they wouldn't stick together. So this was the kind of setup that I had. Over here was my pile of slides, over there was my glass of water and my speaking notes. And so I started to speak. And nothing came out because I was so nervous. My mouth was dry right now, and my throat, everything's like, I reached for my glass of water and I was so nervous that I spilled the water all over the slide projector. And so here I am, I'm sitting with a microphone in one hand, a glass of water in the other, and water on top of the slide projector, and I can see it's going to ease inside and grow the globe. So I quickly just flicked the water off, but my sleeve caught my pile of 45 slides that had been put into slide sleeves so they wouldn't stick together, and 300 people, auditors, looking at me, and me looking at my slides strewn across the floor. Is that why they're called slides? It was also the day I learned that it's not a bad idea to number your slides. So you will appreciate that I was really excited when PowerPoint came along, because PowerPoint made it also easy. There was nothing to stick together, and there was nothing to fall on the floor. And best of all, it is so easy. Let me show you. When you open PowerPoint, it tells you exactly what to do. It says, click here to add title. And so you click, and you type in your title. And then it says, click to add text. So you add in this, and you write down whatever you want. And at the press of a button, you can put in another slide, and you can say all the things that you want to say about yourself and your product. But this is something that is really cool. Even better than that is, watch this. You can change the font size very easily. That is so you can see every word clearly while you're presenting. You don't need to learn your speech, you can just read it out. People read faster than you speak, and therefore they can think about other things while you are talking, making your presentation time more productive. They call it multitasking. Probably make it more interesting too, what they're thinking about. In fact, what makes it interesting for me is while I'm reading it out, I can think about what you're thinking about as well. So we all have a good time. Bullets are such fun. Bullets are brilliant because they enable you to make long lists of various things that everybody will instantly forget. And then there's colour. Nice, bright, friendly colours with different fonts and effects. And bright, friendly colours to make sure that your audience stays awake. How are we doing? Or runs screaming from the room complaining of headaches and nausea and loss of bladder control. Whoa, look at this. A nice simple table in Excel with a push of a button. Watch this. One button, and we're going to get a fabulous graph which is going to bring this all to life and show you exactly what the data means. And now that's really clear. Now we can see exactly what's going on. And if it's not 100% clear, we can add trend lines. We can even go backwards, look. And if this is starting to get a bit confusing, don't worry, we'll add the values back. And then we can really see what's going on. And this is cool, is that we can start making bubble charts about different sales by area. And so that we can see exactly what we're doing around the world. And while I'm talking, you can start looking at Australia seems to have lost a bit. Perhaps it was our contribution to Nkandla, who knows. And wow, look at this. Pie chart. And as I'm going on and on and on and on about my data, they're going to switch off. They'll have zoned out Probably still thinking about Australia. No wonder they call it death by PowerPoint. So where does this leave us? Is PowerPoint a bad idea? Should we can it? Point to the ceiling. Now touch your nose. Now turn to your neighbour and say, that is not your nose. You see, people are moved more by what they see than what you say. And so PowerPoint is a fabulous tool to provide an opportunity to harness that and show them what you mean as well as tell them. So it's okay to use PowerPoint provided you use slide rules. And I'm going to share 3 of them with you. But before I do that, why is it called Death by PowerPoint? Because guns don't kill people. So make a commitment to yourself right now that never again will you put another bullet into a presentation. Ruth, you can put a bullet into your husband, but not into a presentation.
Got permission at least.
Slide rule 1. Slide rule 2. Make copious use of that slide which connects you most with your audience. Look carefully. You see, while this slide is up, there's a modicum of chance that you will have some eye contact with you. 1 or 2 of you may just be listening to me as well. Slide rule number 2. Use the blank slide when you're talking, which takes us neatly into slide rule number 3. Slide rule number 3 is use powerful images that will support your points. So let me give you an example. What would be a good example? I'll tell you what. Over the last couple of months, we've spoken about whether or not global warming is a hoax. Do you think global warming is a hoax? Look at the evidence.